my name is Renae Plaxico, and I'm the librarian at Paintsville Elementary School. My grant was called See What's Reading at Our Library, and so the research question that guided my study was, will the use of book previews increase faster and more effective choices for our students? As everyone in here probably knows, it's very difficult to get kids to read, especially 5th and 6th grade level kids. So what I wanted to know was whether or not bringing technology more into the library would help them want to read books more often. So we were talking, and Mr. Oxshire and I were talking, and I was like, I wish that there was a way that I could bring like the idea of a book trailer into the library. So what we thought about was, we came up with thinking about book previews that the older kids would create for our younger kids to watch when they came to the library. So the grant allowed me to provide the students with an easy and efficient way of judging whether or not a book may be right for them. So this is just a couple of pictures of the kids using, I purchased 3 iPad minis and 3 iPod touches, and this was just the kids using them throughout the library. There's a couple more. Yes. What I did was, and I'll be honest, the kids really, it's going to take us a while for me to explain to them exactly. I ended up using a lot more of already made book trailers, because the kids, they would make one and it was just like, this book is the greatest book ever, so it's a learning process. So I brought today a couple of the books, and just to show how I've been doing this, I've been attaching QR codes to the backs of books, and the kids take the iPads or iPods, whichever, and they scan the QR code, and it brings it up to a book trailer, which is what I intend for my older kids to be making. But like I said, when they were making them, I would watch them and I was like, okay, this might not be exactly what I'm going for here. It was a success though, because of these, more of my older kids were checking out books and reading books like crazy. Another thing I do is I just put these around the library, like on the tables, so that when I'll say, like, here's 4 or 5 books that you might want to watch, the book trailers, and I'll lay them out, they'll take their iPads and scan them, and then I'll say, these are books that we have available in the library. If you want to come and check them out, I'll show you where they are, or we'll do a lesson on where to find the book. So it has increased my 5th and 6th grade especially on how many more books they're checking out. And yes, the older kids said that this was, when I asked them, what's the best thing we've done in library? Of course, they love the iPads and iPods. So that was it. But like I said, this is truly a learning process for me. This was the first year that I participated in the grant, and it took a while to get everything in and get everything out for everyone to be using. So now, but the good thing is I have this for next year, so we can start from the beginning. But yes, it is, and that was, I had pie in the sky of thinking, they'll create in their media. They have a media class this year, and I thought they'll create these wonderful videos, and it's still a learning process. But as I have found that, just attaching these to the books, these books, all the ones that I've had, have circulated tremendously, much more. But my next step is going to be really working on the kids creating their own book trailers. That just did not, that was one of those, like, we might need to fall back and punt.